Hi friends, happy Monday. Did you read a lot last week? I didn't, which I actually really didn't read all that much last week. I got busy with life stuff. It happens. And so this reading recap might be a little bit short, but that's okay. I did 2 English volumes, 3 Japanese, and I dropped a light novel, and I'll talk about that. And 2 of my Japanese reads were rereads. So does that count? I'm going to talk about them anyways. I feel like it counts. So let's look at what I read. And we're going to start with the English ones. My English ones were not shoujo this week, which is okay. I do that sometimes. But my first volume is volume 1 of Sakamoto Holidays. This is a spin-off. This is very not something I would normally reach for. I did a campaign with Viz for this, so I was excited for the opportunity to read it. I went in with an open mind. I did find it fun. I did overall. I do think it's a fun series. So if you like shonen manga, I think you'll like this. But if you're overwhelmingly a shoujo, josei type of person, I don't think you'll like it. So it just kind of depends on your own personal preferences. I thought it was fun enough that if I had the opportunity, yeah, I'd read volume 2, but I don't think I'm gonna go out and search for volume 2, if you know what I mean. This was my introduction, so I do not know anything about Sakamoto Days. Don't know what it's about. I can only guesstimate what it's about based on the spin-off. I'm sure it's similar enough. It's about Sakamoto here, who used to be a hitman. Now he's retired because he fell in love with his wife and people are coming for him, but he's still a good hitman even though he's retired, but he doesn't want his wife to know that people are coming for him. It's kind of like that. And then this guy, Shin, is his buddy who finds out he used to be a hitman and comes to work with him. I know he's older in the normal non-spin-off manga, and this one he is in high school. I don't know the difference. I don't know what he's like in the normal manga. But here he's high school and the 2 of them are just buddies and they do stuff. Literally this whole book is about them literally cleaning up the street that their convenience store is on. Literally they clean up garbage. And bad guys too. Haha. But yeah, that's what it was about. I thought it was fun enough. There is a guy with a deer head that I was so confused about. I was so confused about him. And maybe it's because I haven't read the original that I'm confused about him, but I didn't think this was fantasy. Well, I know Shin is he can read people's minds, so I thought it was kind of fantasy, but I didn't think it was humanoid animal level of fantasy, if you know what I mean. So I'm confused about that. But overall, I thought it was fun. My next read was a seinen, which is volume 4 of Beastars. I got, I think, the first 8 volumes of Beastars from the thrift store. I took a chance and bought them all, and I'm really, really enjoying it. So I feel so incredibly lucky that I found them, and they're all in pretty good condition. I'm really enjoying Beastars. And again, this wasn't something I would typically gravitate towards because I don't like I don't like humanoid animals. Typically, it weirds me out a little bit, but I am really enjoying this. Maybe it's because of all the themes and whatnot. It's very predator versus prey. Should you follow your instincts or go against your instincts? What happens if you follow them too much? I find it interesting. This one's all about animalistic teenagers in high school trying to become the next B-star or theater star. We follow, obviously, the drama club because nobody else is trying to be a drama star besides the members of the drama club. And our male lead here, Legoshi, as he tries to understand his feelings for a bunny. The bunny's cute. And I'm enjoying it. I will say, again, I was surprised by I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm surprised by what happened in this one because, again, I was immersed into the world. Because it's very different from our world here. Because, again, humanoid animals, it's very different. But then a weapon, I'll say, was pulled out. And I wasn't expecting that weapon to really exist so readily. I was like, what's happening? What's happening? I was really confused. But I'm still really enjoying it. It's still a fun one. Moving on to my Japanese reads. And I really need to get a haircut. My bangs are so long. Okay. I did a volume 1. I'm trying really hard to read through the Japanese series I've already started. But I just couldn't not read this one. I'm so intrigued by it. This one was very, very good. Japanese title is, it's long. Tonari ni sunderu Yuujin to Kanarazu Nakayoku shite Kudasai. Or, like, please get along well with your good friend next door. Yeah, something like that. I liked this one a lot. Super quick recap. This series is about, our male lead is on the cover here. Also, side note, I'm pretty sure this is a shoujo or a josei, just because this is published in the same manga magazine as Stomp Kick Love. Do with that as you will. I thought that was interesting. But this one follows. So our male lead here, he is having like the worst time of his life. His mother has made his life difficult for his whole life, and he has had no choice but to run away. Once he turned 20, he was able to save up enough money and get out. But his mom always found him no matter what, and she tries to get his money, and her being his mom, she's really good at guilt tripping him, and he's just having the worst time. While he's kind of contemplating ending it all one day, he comes across an interesting apartment listing saying, we need somebody to move in here, somebody who doesn't mind like anything happening to them. Like their life will be disrupted and you need to be okay with that. And he's like, that's me. What other life? Like, what life am I living? I don't care if it's disrupted. Please disrupt my life. Like, come on. So he moves in there, and it's actually pretty nice. And he's given a job while he's living there. He's not the landlord, but his job is to be very, very friendly and become good friends with his next door neighbor. And as you can kind of see on the cover, his next door neighbor is a tentacle monster. And that tentacle monster really, really enjoys telling scary stories. Like, really enjoys telling scary stories. How does it talk? Does it have a mouth? I don't know. But it's very interesting. If you like scary stories, it's interesting. The stories that the monster tells aren't exactly like all that terrifying. He always laments that the scary thing is you. You, the tentacle monster, not the stories that you're obviously making up. It's you. But eventually we find out maybe those stories that that tentacle monster is telling are true. Or at least maybe he did indeed learn them from somebody, because he's not the first person to move in next door. And every single person, seemingly, who had lived in this apartment before gave it stellar reviews on like Google Maps or whatever. Really good reviews, all like very thankful reviews. So our male lead is thinking, did the tentacle monster do something to make those reviews so good? Because normally if you find out your next door neighbor is a tentacle monster, you would not give it good reviews. You would leave and if you review it, you would give it a 1-star review. Stay away, there's a monster living here. Yeah, that's what it's about. I really, really enjoyed it. There are more monsters living in here than just the tentacle monster. You learn that really quickly. I thought that was very interesting. I like the male lead. While he is pretty hopeless, you can see he is still looking for hope. So like not all hope is lost. I do really enjoy it. He is not fun, but I think he's a good main character. I feel like he's started to become fleshed out enough that I really want him to become happy. I only hope for good things for him. And I enjoyed it. The art is also pretty nice. It is based on a light novel with 2 volumes. The manga only has 1 out right now. It's very new. And I hope it goes on for a while because I'm enjoying it. On for my rereads. I read volume 2 of Fukakouryoku no I Love You. This one is by the author of Tiger and Dragon. This is a reread because I read the first 2 or 3, I can't remember, volumes a long time ago. And I hate the best friend character, or like the childhood friend character. I can't stand the childhood friend character so much that it had me drop the series. But I'm older now. I'm more forgiving now. I can ignore an annoying character in sake of the plot, you know? If I like the story minus 1 character, I can ignore that. So I'm doing a reread and it held true. I am able to enjoy it quite a bit more. I'm just ignoring that character and it's good. This series is all about our male lead here and his relationship with the female lead. Obviously, it's a high school romance. He and our female lead were kind of in like a will they, won't they kind of relationship for the majority of volume 1, where our female lead really, really wants a boyfriend, but nobody really sees her as girlfriend material. Like she's a cute little sister, but she lacks any kind of appeal. Oh no. But then all of a sudden, the boy that she had always had feelings for confesses. And then they start dating, and it's like a dream. And I thought that was cute. we like slowly but surely learn that he is very, very obsessive. He has had like romantic feelings for her for a long time. He had just been hiding them. Her feelings for him had been pretty obvious for the whole time, but he didn't want to overwhelm her with his very, very intense feelings, so he hid them. But now that they're dating, he's not hiding them anymore. I don't like the best friend because, and it's his best friend. It's a male best friend to the male lead. I don't like the best friend because he is awful. He's awful to the female lead, and the male lead lets him be awful, and that docks points for him. You can't be crazily obsessed with your girlfriend if you're going to let your best friend treat her like garbage. That's just, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You can't tell your girlfriend, please try not to talk to other men so much, and then let your male best friend talk crap to her. It doesn't work like that. So I don't like that. The best friend is very much like, I've seen him through tough times and I won't give him to you. I hate that. I hate that trope. You can't give somebody to anybody else. You don't own a person. I think that's so dumb. In this volume specifically, the female lead learns, oh no, the male lead, he's been through some tough times. Like so many sad things have happened. He's living alone, so sad. I'm going to bring him something in his house so that maybe when he sees it, he'll think of me and he'll be happy. And she brings him the cutest little towel set, super cute. And she's like folding it up, getting it ready to like put it out in his apartment while he's not home. But the best friend's also there because the best friend has a key to his house because he's stupid. And he sees that and he's like, why did you bring that? And the female lead goes, oh, I want him to look at it and think of me and be happy. Maybe he won't feel so lonely when he sees it. And the friend goes, normally a girlfriend would bring something like a ring or like pair accessories. You lack womanly appeal with that. Nobody would date you knowing you would bring them a towel set. What's wrong with the towel set? It was cute. It bothered me so much. And it probably shouldn't have, but it did. Why is he so mean? What does the towel set have to do with anything? Why does that bother him so much? Does he not have nice towels in his house? Is he jealous that his best friend had a cute girlfriend bring him towels and he doesn't? So that bothered me. And we learn while the best friend is chastising her, like it gets mean, he is outside of the apartment listening. And he just gives the excuse, oh, I couldn't find the right timing to come in. But he doesn't say anything to either of them. He doesn't say, hey, best friend, that was kind of mean. Hey, girlfriend, I'm sorry best friend was mean to you. No. Bothered me. But overall, I am able to enjoy it more the second time around because I complained about it once. And then I let it go. And now we're moving on. And my last manga read was volume 1 of Kawaii nante Kiitenai. I do think this has an English, at least digital, called You're My Cutie, but I will have to look that up. I don't remember why. No, I do remember why I dropped this. I dropped this because when you read things on Amazon Kindle, I read this during 2020, like the 2020 times, okay? I read this in 2020, so I read it on my Kindle. You have two choices when you buy manga on Amazon Kindle. Chapter by chapter or volume by volume. And if you're new to Amazon Kindle, you're not going to be looking for, like, you have 2 out of 20 volumes in this set. Would you like to buy volume 3? You don't know to look for that. You just search in, okay, volume 3 of this book, buy. But if you just type in Kawaii nante Kiitenai 3, both volume 3 and chapter 3 will come up. So what happened to me was I read chapter 1, I read chapter 2, and then I bought volume 3. And everything was spoiled because I hopped from chapter 2 of volume 1 to volume 3. And I was really mad at myself. Because it was a big scene that I had spoiled for myself and I missed all the build up to it. I was really upset. So I dropped it. And then I got over it and now I'm reading it again and I am enjoying it. It's a cute series. And now I know to look out for that. Well, I don't really read digitals anymore anyways, but this is Kawaii nante Kiitenai. This is a cute series about it's a high school romance about a girl who really, really likes cute younger boys. She likes like the Pomeranian type boyfriend or the golden retriever type boyfriend, as long as he's cute and younger. And emphasis on cute. She doesn't like the gap where like they act cute but then are like manly all of a sudden. No, they should always be cute all the time. That's what she likes. One day, when she's helping out at her family's little restaurant, her dad brings in, wouldn't you know, a cute younger boy. Only, he's not the right kind of cute. He's more like ridiculously like handsome, like supermodel handsome. And he knows it, and he's suffered for it. Every woman in his life basically has harassed or like abused him for his looks. He's had a terrible time. And because of that, he's heavily on guard. He's pretty mean to our protagonist at first. Eventually, they start to get along. But they're both like, I don't like you. Like, get away from me. You're not cute in the proper sense of the word. I don't like you. And he's like, you're a woman. I don't like you. But when you learn about his backstory, you really do feel for him. Like, even though he's mean, you understand why he's mean and you can forgive it. At least I could. And it was just nice. I like they do have, what's the phrase? Character growth. They both grow in this volume, not too much because it's just across one volume, but they grow enough that it feels realistic. They start out as enemies, slowly get on better terms, then worse terms, then better terms. I like it. I like the progressing. It's sweet. It doesn't have like the craziest plot because it's a high school romance. But it's sweet. I like it. There's not really any romance in this volume. This one focuses more on relationship building, and I like it. And that's all the manga I read. We're going to talk about... Oh, my collar has been, like, popped this whole time. We're going to talk about the book that I DNF'd. And I do not like DNFing, but I will. And that is The Villainess and the Demon Knight. Yeah, I DNF'd this. I read the blurb, the summary for it. I thought it sounded interesting. I don't mind a bit of spice in my romance if it makes the romance better, or vice versa, the romance can make the spice better. I don't mind it. This is a book with just spice. There is no plot at all. It is just spice. So like it starts out, I'm going to complain for a second. It starts out with assault. Okay, he assaults her. He put the spoilers, by the way, like big spoilers for this one, by the way. The book starts out with him assaulting her, and he put her in a position where he knew he will be assaulting her, and she will not really realize that she has the choice to say no. She doesn't understand that, so she has to go along with the assault. He does that to her, and then he kidnaps her. Big spoilers, because I did not like this. He kidnaps her, brings her to his house. She thinks that she was working in a house where men buy you for the night. She thinks she was working there. She was kidnapped by a client and now he owns her, I guess. That's what she's thinking. He brought her there to be his wife because she was never an employee at that establishment. She was just brought there for her own protection, but nobody told her. So she was thinking she had to do it with him because that's her job now. And he made her think that because he had her placed there. And so he did that to her and then kidnapped her and then just decided she's going to be his wife now and instructs he has his maids learn how to do things blindfolded because he beat her up so badly that she was embarrassed to be seen by them. And the maids are like, hee hee hee. Oh my goodness, that must have been so fun. So I didn't like that. And I read the first chapter, that happened. And I was like, oh no. Well, maybe there'll be an explanation for it. Maybe he had no choice but to do it. Maybe the world building is coming. No, that's just the story. And I didn't like it. And I normally can try and find things to say nicely about a series. I didn't like it, but maybe you'll like it if blah, blah, blah. But this was just assault for that many pages. It was just pure assault. And she just decides that she loves him. Does she have Stockholm Syndrome? I don't really know. I'm very sorry if you like this one because I really don't. I'm sorry. But yeah, I think she has Stockholm Syndrome because I don't know why else she would decide that she likes him all of a sudden. I really don't get it. Yeah. And she wakes up. I have to complain. She wakes up the next day so sore because he just beat her up. She's covered in bruises and she's bloody. It's awful. Wakes up the next day And the maids are like tending to her and they're like, oh, like he must have had fun, but he went a little bit too hard. Nobody's appalled by it. Only I was appalled by it, and I wasn't even in the room. And he like breaks in the room, goes up to her as she's like bruised and bloody and just woken up and confused because she doesn't understand where she is. She doesn't know what's happening. He's like, oh, you're so naughty. And he says that in front of everybody, like all the maids and the girl. And she's just like lying there bruised and beaten up. And she's like, what are you saying to me? And he tries to assault her again while she's lying there like in agony. And then like the maids have to be like, hee, go away for now. We have to give her a bath. And I hated it. I really, really hated it. I think this is my least favorite thing I've read in a very, very long time. But yeah, on the back it says, worst route ever. And I agree. I agree with that. So yeah, this is, to be fair, it is published under Seven Seas Steamship imprint. I just didn't understand how steamy it would get because it is only steam. It's no plot. No plot at all. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's everything that I read. Luckily, all of the other novels that I'm currently working on, I am really enjoying. I am going back to volume 2 of The Condemned Villainess, which just got an anime announcement. Yay! And I am enjoying that a lot more. That one's like the perfect level of steam for me because there is no steam. It's just nice. It stops where it should stop, and I really like that. And all of the manga that I read, I did enjoy. So there's that. We got the bad book out of the way. No book is really bad, but the bad to me book out of the way. And we'll move on.